Well, hi everybody. We have gotten to Thursday this week, winding down the week of midterm exams for our kids. I'm finished exams, finished correcting. Now I'm just kind of supporting the staff and anything they need for the week, and encouraging the students, getting them ready, and getting them make sure they're prepared for taking their specific exams. Today I had some really good words in my several devotions that I've been reading this morning. And it might be something that we haven't looked at for a minute. But here we are in the beginning of the year. Many of us looking forward, many of us looking back, what we have done, what we should do, what we want to do. But let's read from Luke 17, and let's discuss that a little bit. Luke 17, verse 26 and following. And as it was in the days of Noah, so it will be in the days of the Son of Man. They ate, they drank, they married wives. They were given in marriage until that day Noah entered the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise, as it was in the days of Lot, they ate, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built. But on the day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even so it will be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. In that day he was on the housetop, and his goods are in the house. Let him not come down to take them away. And likewise, the one who is in the field, let him not turn back. Remember Lot's wife. Very curious here. We think of many of the stories, as we call them in the Bible. They all are true. The people are true. The stories happened. But we don't really apply it to ourselves, if you would. Now, you can think back to the COVID days, and everyone said, I wish I could go back. I wish I could go back to how it was, back to what we called normal. Well, here we are a few years after that, and we are living in what is normal. And no one would want to go back to those couple of years when we had to, wear the mask and wipe down everything and keep our distance from everybody and not go to church, right? All those things. But remember Lot's wife, and we can go back to Noah as well. Everybody was going about their daily business. Noah was warning everybody it was going to rain. Of course, it had never rained before, so nobody's going to listen to this old dude building a boat in the middle of, middle of the town, and for what reason? Because it was going to do what? Rain? Yeah, really. And but it did. It rained and it rained and it rained. And once God shut the door of the ark, those who did not believe were lost. But let's look back at Lot and Sodom and Gomorrah. We know God sent the angels to the town. They were rejected. They pulled Lot and his family out. And as they left the town, it was burning. It was being destroyed. But Lot's wife looked back, and she was destroyed. I think what God's trying to tell us is what's past is past. Our past sins are past. Don't go back there. Don't wonder what it was like back then. Don't go back to the sadness, even the successes of the past. Let's move forward. If we're living in the past, even if we're living in the now, we're not looking for what God is going to do in the future. And while today is important, tomorrow is even more important, because God promises us an eternity with Him. And I like to try myself even, to live as if I'm in eternity, live as if God is here, because He is, His Spirit is in us, but yet are we living as if He's right here with us? Are we living as if we're in eternity? That would probably change our mindset day by day, instead of worrying so much about what am I going to do today? What am I going to do tomorrow? How's that going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen in 10 years? We don't know, but yet we worry so much about what's going to happen instead of living in what is going to happen, and that is a life with Christ. So I think it's a challenge for all of us, for you and me, and especially for those who don't know Christ, because one day when He does come back, as in the days of Noah, He will shut the ark. As in the days of Lot, the city will burn. And if we're still worried about what's going on here, we'll be left behind. Those who don't know Christ will be left behind. So we need to focus our lives on the future with Christ, our future with Christ, our future living with Christ, our eternity with Christ. And we need to bring others into that eternity, if you would, by the way that we live. We need to let them see Christ. We need to let them see the peace that we have that goes beyond understanding when we're going through troubles. We need to let them see our trust in Him, even though the economy may be crazy and the government may be crazy and everybody around us may be crazy. We need to be grounded. We need to be calm. We need to be full of grace. We need to be loving and caring and forgiving. We need to be Jesus with skin on so people can experience Him, so that when He does come, we'll be with Him in eternity. Wouldn't it be sad to see someone facing Jesus and have them turned away because we didn't share Christ with them, because we weren't Christ-like to them? I wouldn't want that on my soul. You wouldn't want it on yours. So let's be very aware today of those who need Christ, those who maybe even know Christ, but they need that hug, they need that comfort, they need that concern, they need that prayer. And let's be aware not only of our future, but others' futures as well. So like Luke wrote, remember Lot, remember Noah's day, remember that Jesus is coming soon. And we want to be ready, but we also want our loved ones and friends to be ready. God bless you today. Have a great day.